Well, hi there, and welcome to another episode of Editor's Notes with me, Cy Williams. Well, so a few days ago, I heard a story on the news about a Delta Airlines flight going from Atlanta to Barcelona, Spain, that was forced to turn around after a passenger had what sounds like the worst case of diarrhea since Cartman fed Mr. Mackey that special horsey sauce on the cupcakes that he served all the teachers in that hilarious hit comedy South Park. The Airbus A350, now affectionately referred to as the brown streak on Flight 150, or my favorite, shit on a motherfucking plane, had set out on time on the evening of September 1st, my birthday, with 336 passengers on board. Little did anyone know that one of these passengers, the one poor passenger, was about to spring a leak. A very, very stinky leak that would force this crappy flight to turn around over central Virginia and return home to Atlanta. Can you imagine how bad it would have to be to turn an entire intercontinental flight around? Can you see where I'm going with this yet? Okay. Well, an audio recording of the conversation that happened between the pilot and the air traffic controller revealed one of the reason for the jet's sudden turnaround over central Virginia at the time, and I'm betting they were shocked. And he said, "It's just a biohazard issue. We had a passenger who had diarrhea all the way through the airplane. So that they want us to come back to Atlanta." Well, I want them to go back to Atlanta too. Delta said that 336 passengers were delayed for hours by the incident. Oh, that poor man. But customers were quick to praise and condemn the cleanup crews who scrubbed the jet and replaced the shit-sodden carpets in about a 5-hour operation. The plane landed in Barcelona 8 hours behind schedule, and I bet those 335 people were really happy to get there. Passengers from this cursed flight shared some vile details from what happened inside the jet, including one who said that staff used a vanilla-scented disinfectant that they said just made the plane smell like vanilla crap. Well, the plane was met on the ground by emergency crews who took this poor passenger off the plane before the plane was cleaned. Oh, the footprint that must have been left behind. Now, Delta's remained tight-lipped over specifics, but did acknowledge that the flight was turned around by an unexpected medical event. Okay, this man. Let's talk about this poor man. And there's so much to unpack here. And let me tell you, if you are squeamish or not a fan of potty humor, well, this is where you turn back. Turn back now. You have been warned. So this poor man. Okay, I want more details. This poor man, he must have been his level of embarrassment must have been insane. Now, was it premeditated? Was it self-inflicted? Was it just one of those twists of fate that throw you into such circumstances? Was he a tyrant boss and his one of his staff decided to feed him a box of X-Lax in his coffee before he left to the airport? One of his kids, maybe his wife? Was he on the flight with his wife and kids? Was it premeditated? Did he say, enough is enough, I'm not going to Barcelona? His wife said, well, what can you do to stop the plane? He's like, well, watch me. Stood up in the middle of the aisle and just let go. So many questions. And, you know, that poor man, if it would have been me and that would have happened to me, I would have walked immediately into a lavatory and locked the door and said, I'm not coming out till this plane is cleared. It's some crazy stuff. I just feel for this man. You know, he's brought so much laughter to the world and he's changed so many lives with this one crazy act. Like, maybe he's a regular at the airport and he just didn't pay or didn't tip his server, and the server decided, well, enough is enough. I'm gonna dose this poor guy or this guy, and let's see what happens. I just think there's so much more to the story. Nobody gets on a flight that long with an upset stomach, with like an explosive diarrhea. That's just like was he sitting in the middle seat? Just don't understand it. What happened? Was he sitting in the middle seat? Did he have to climb over somebody? Like there's so much I want to know, but am I going to find out? Probably not. Okay, bathtub thoughts with me, Cy Williams. Be talking to you later. I'm going to go have myself a Stewart Farms THC infused bath bomb bath. Okay, talk to you soon.